Hi everyone, I'm in space. Some friends talked me into trying Space Engineers. I've played some to get the hang of it, so now I'm making this series to share with you. I hope you enjoy it, and I also hope you click my like button. We're starting with the asteroid scenario. You start off in a basic rescue ship with the bare minimums for progression. Normal density asteroid field. That should leave me with plenty of building materials. Environmental hostility. I haven't played with Meteors yet, so we'll take it easy with the normal setting. I'm turning up the refinery speed to 3x. I don't expect that'll heavily affect balance, but there's no entertainment value in waiting 3 days for uranium to process. I might have guests, and if I do, they should be able to save. Disabling respawn ships. Medical rooms should be sufficient, and who deserves to get a free spaceship just because they died? Disabling sun rotation. Seriously, you can't expect me to believe that a whole asteroid field rotates in formation. We're not on a planet. And tools shaking is just annoying. We'll leave random encounters on in case we want to engage in some piracy. As for mods, I'm hoping to work in a custom skin soon. Perhaps this will help. Builds info isn't quite Wayla for Space Engineers, but it does give some useful information. Ship speed increase. I think this one is 300 meters per second for big ships and 500 for small. Either one is faster than I plan to go, but 100 MPS just seems too limiting. Modular thrusters look like a cool thing, and Azimuth's pack adds a lot of items you can build that are interesting and expensive enough that you can still call it balanced. And we shall name this new universe the Noobish Inquisition. No one expects the Noobish Inquisition. And with that, we're ready to begin. So, here we are, first day in space, brand new rescue ship, and look at this. Dented right out of the factory. When I get back, the dealer and I are going to have words. Okay, let's check out some rocks. First things first. I have no idea how bad these meteors get, but I know most of the asteroids I saw in the previous game were hollow, so I was hoping to see that on this big rock. I don't see any big giant holes here, but I do see a lovely variety of minerals. I'm going to snug up as close as I can to this asteroid. Hopefully it'll protect me from meteors on one side anyway. And once I gather enough minerals for a mining ship, I can dig a hole for a base. I'm starting with uranium because running out of power would be a horrible way to die. I could swear this ship has more dents than it had when I left. I suppose hiding on one side of an asteroid is not enough protection after all. I'm really going to have to hit it on this mineral gathering, but that's really hard to do by hand. It takes too many trips when the most you can carry is 400 liters. They should let us make a sack. I can save myself some time by cannibalizing some of my ship to make the small ship. I'll still need to mine, but not nearly as much. Let's replace that space with some hull plating, by which I mean light armor. Having 9 hotbars for standard actions is pretty nice. It would be nice if I had something on the HUD to show me what I'm carrying, though. I'm going to have to go looking for ores for cobalt, silver, and other things. Hopefully all those things will be available close by. I don't relish traveling in empty space with meteors coming in all the time. But first, I'm going to have to do some patching up here in the hopes that it'll make the ship stronger against the meteors I can't avoid. Yeah. You don't have to sound so happy about it. That looks a lot better. Maybe I can gather some resources now before anything vital gets hit. Wow. I came back from mining to find this. I'm not sure I'm going to be able to keep up with the meteors at this rate. Finally, some good news, folks. This hole looks big enough to park my ship. I'm going to do some patching up and move in. I suppose I should get this ship moved before I do repairs, really. But you can't go flying around with a hole in your ship. The wind will whip your hair around. You might get some in your eyes. It's a safety hazard. Great Scott. I was just changing oxygen bottles when this happened. I've lost my gravity generator. I've lost my medical room. This is bad. If I get killed without one, I can't respawn. This could be a really short series. I can't even walk across the room like this. Okay, forget materials for a miner right now. We need a new med room before anything else. And I need a ton of stuff I don't have, especially nickel. Cobalt is a problem too, but I don't need nearly as much. Silver and silicon I've seen around lately, and iron is always plentiful. But first of all, I have to get the ship into a safe place. If I lose my refinery or my assembler, I'm doomed to die slowly and painfully, or at least start over again. Okay, I have another problem. I've lost my starboard thruster. Without it, I can't stop drifting to the right. You'd think I could just rotate to the opposite direction and let the port side thruster do the job, but that's not working. There's no way I can safely park in the hole like this. I'm going to have to cannibalize another thruster, but patching a ship together while it's moving with no artificial gravity is going to be a challenge. I was right about this being a challenge. It's so refreshing to be right once in a while. Great. I'm full of parts, but not the parts I need. I have to go inside for them. You'd think space engineers could design a door you can walk through with no gravity. Okay, we are under control. Now I have to find that hole again and park inside. Giant holes look so much smaller when you don't want to scratch up the paint. Okay, good. Lots of room. Okay, we're covered from most directions, but it's still possible that a meteor could come in through that hole and hit the ship if the storm moves in just the wrong direction. I'd really like to get a wall across that entire hole and make the rescue ship my base, but it's going to take forever to gather that much iron. For now, I think I'll just build some extra blocks across the back of the ship in the hopes of protecting the refinery and assembler and the oxygen generator. Then I really need to get some cobalt and nickel, because at this point, I'm just too broke to die. So, that's the first episode. Exciting, isn't it? Will Crazy Eddie be able to recover from these setbacks? Will he be able to protect his ship in time? Will a meteor come flying straight through this cave and hit him right in the face? See the next episode to find out. Until then, have some fun, build something cool, and have a nice day. So I've noticed that these space engineers are great builders, but horrible drivers.